Hi, I'm Pat Dougherty. I'm a chiropractor in Spokane, Washington. And I'm talking to you today because this is the first in a series of videos I want to do once a month about the politics of medicine. We could just as easily call it the politics of health. But the truth is that the pharmaceutical industries, the insurance industries, and our government through the AMA, American Medical Association, the Centers for Disease Control, they have a buddy system. It's nepotism at its best, where they help each other out, and consequently, instead of our best interests being taken care of by everybody, it is about the money. And you can't say we weren't warned. The first article that I'm going to read from, this is by Daniel Taylor in theactivistpost.com. Medical tyranny is here, and we can't say we weren't warned. Can't say we weren't warned because in 1787, one of the signers of the Declaration of the Independence, Benjamin Rush, warned at that time that if there was not health and medical freedom of rights in the Constitution, we would lose it. To quote him, he said, "Unless we put medical freedom into the Constitution, the time will come when medicine will organize into an undercover dictatorship and force people who wish doctors and treatment of their own choice to submit only to what the dictating outfit offers." And this is happening today. You see it with mandatory vaccines, not only for children where they're scheduling more and more vaccines, but for hospital workers, healthcare workers. You see it with cases where parents who have a child who has cancer are not allowed to choose the cancer treatment they want. They get thrown in jail. The kid gets taken away if they won't submit to chemotherapy and radiation. And this has happened several times already. So you can see that we're going down this slippery slope already, where the corporations are in way too tight with pharmaceutical companies and insurance companies and the government. Second article, how pharmaceutical industry profits from false claims and a brand new online tool that can help you get better health care. This is from Mercola.com, the largest healthy website in the world as opposed to a medical website. They teach you how to do things to be healthy. Mercola.com. What he's writing about here is how the pharmaceutical companies have pulled the wool over American people's eyes. They convince us that they're working to develop all these measures to make us safe. Yet what happens is that they hide vital information when they do their research studies. When they do a research study, it's because they're sinking a lot of money into getting a drug approved. And rather than tell us the bad side effects, they exaggerate the good stuff and they leave out the bad. And it's okay. Basically, we have a system that's set up to allow this to happen. The prime example they gave was an antidepressant, selective serotonin reuptake inhibitors, which are supposed to inhibit your serotonin, which research doesn't show it really has much to do with it, and they're proven to be very ineffective. And what happens with a number of the people who take it, though, the side effect is either suicidal and or homicidal tendencies. You look at the people who are shooters in public places, you look at the number of suicides, even the ones from the military lately, they're often on these drugs. And so it's something where we need to start taking care of. Somebody needs to oversee what the drug companies are doing. And more evidence to that is this article, how drug company money is undermining science, in Scientific American in November of last year. Is drug research trustworthy? This guy traced the flow of money from drug makers to the medical researchers who do the work, and what they found was they're getting all these under-the-table payments for doing lectures, for conflicts of interest that don't have our best interests at heart again, that are all about getting the drug on the market. So another one, the press release problem from the back letter. Now this is good. The back letter traditionally has been a periodical that was really pro-big medicine, pro-pharmaceuticals and all, and they're writing about the same thing Mercola was writing about and Charles Seif was writing about here, where they design these projects to make a drug look good, and they don't really care if it doesn't look good. They'll leave things out, they'll exaggerate, and again, coming from a pro-drug medical institution, the back letter, who also wrote growing research abuse threatens the fabric of science and medicine, in the back letter. We are seeing a rising number of retractions from researchers, which means they do the research and then later on they have to say, the research was faulty. This isn't how it was supposed to be. And because the drugs end up killing people, they end up harming people, and it takes years to get them off the market oftentimes. And it takes years oftentimes for the researchers to say, we didn't do a good job, but these things are happening more and more. And the back letter again takes note of it. Now this one is from the Stranger Than Science. I couldn't believe it, I couldn't make it up. Deadly new pertussis strain linked with whooping cough vaccine, which comes from the naturalnews.com, which cites articles from Gaia Health and smartvax.com and the CDC. The CDC is the Center for Disease Control. It is an American government institution that's there to protect us, to let us know when epidemics are happening, what to do about it, these kind of things, how to stay healthy. It just so happens that there's a new strain of pertussis, whooping cough, and so there's an epidemic, as they call it, going around, and people are dying like they never died from whooping cough since way before medicine got more advanced than it is now. The problem is the vaccine does not take care of this strain of the virus, of the bacteria. It is a brand new one that came about as the result of too many vaccines. Just as our antibiotic use created superbugs, we have created a super whooping cough strain, and it kills a lot more people than what's happened in the last 50 years. And CDC knows about this. It's in their website. If you go to their website and you look up pertussis, this information is there. These vaccines cannot touch this strain, yet they're urging people to get not one, but two, then three pertussis vaccines. Why? Stranger than fiction. I mean, I couldn't make this stuff up. It's just, if I did, it would be a science fiction movie. And that's what our government's doing to us. That's what the pharmaceutical companies are doing to us. So the one reason I make these videos is because we're born to be healthy. We have a body that knows how to take care of itself if you do the right things. And you can have lifestyle choices that move you towards health and wellness, or you can run from the boogeyman of disease and sickness with vaccines, with drugs, with surgery. The choice is yours, and if you choose to move towards health and wellness, I can help you. Again, I'm Pat Dougherty. I'm a chiropractor in Spokane, Washington. You can reach me by following the links on this video, whether it's Facebook or YouTube, or you can call me at 509-327-4373. Thank you for your time and have a great day.